Hello, hello, and welcome back to Pharaoh-King's Blade, where we last left our heroes, and where we last left our heroes, they traveled through the deserts and are heading towards the portal that houses where an incursion has started happening. Reports of people being eaten and alive in the middle of combat against these creatures. Creatures that fly and use such strange magic, only appearing at night, generally hiding during the day. You arrive. This is not the one I thought it was, and that is...
I mean, it felt like it fit like it.
Oh, there's a different version of this that I really like.
Do.
I think it is this one. If not, there's another one. Yeah, this is the one. You guys eventually stumble towards the gate, or the massive iron wall cascading near the pillar, sort of blocking off northern passage. Sort of deter these beings from coming towards the Nedoran Empire. You find yourselves stuck for a moment as your vehicle cannot go over or through these bars right now.
No, it's fine. We just all step out and I activate the lock feature.
Oh, you all step out? As soon as Luke steps out, strange shadows engulf him, and he gets sucked into the ground.
Fucking called it.
What?
This seems familiar.
This bullshit again.
Technically,
Is this something I should be aware of?
Dela'Nova and Linette, you guys would both get visions of something similar happening in a throne room through the eyes of your other characters. Sort of put in a trance for a moment. You all step out into the sand.
I have to ask, is anyone else prepared about just what just happened?
A little, but we don't have time to deal with it.
This does one of his teleportations again.
Oh yeah,
No.
actually technically Rainzz, you too.
Oh? Oh.
But through the eyes of your fox.
Oh, I had to think about it for a second because I was checked out still.
Though Grunk, this is very funny for you. This is actually the first time you've seen your nephew.
No, grandson.
Grandson? Yeah, grandson.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've seen your grandson in, well, quite some time. But you see him sitting at a table with he wears a cover over his eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sitting at a
scarf.
table.
No, so like
Surrounded by
this.
friends. And yeah. It's funny because that
Vision
happened like a couple
through-
days ago.
I take out my fob stone and I lock the crawler while we're not going to be in it.
Fuck.
I'm glad
I
my
just realized
grandson's
Wawa's not here for the moment. So,
Yeah.
temporarily taking over him for a moment. pulls out. He stands still for a moment, sort of nodding his head a little bit, and then he blinks a bit, turns. It seems our bod friend is going to be joining us again. The one with the dog. Talon, right. But I have also heard that we are also getting another friend, I guess.
That
Oh,
would
wonderful.
be helpful, considering the circumstances. How tall is this wall of iron?
Wall of iron?
Yes.
You mean a gate?
So that flies over. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Shit. Never mind.
It is I'm gonna say like 20 feet tall.
It's not too bad.
It's not that something couldn't fly over it, but
We want to fly over it.
Fly, you say?
do according to UX, what you guys have been told is that though they could fly over such thing, it is still deterring them away, as iron is deadly towards these creatures.
It's like it has a passive radiation that they don't like.
Essentially, yeah. So, at most, this did deter them from leading north, viewing it more of a threat than anything. Revian is being also lets you know that they'll probably arrive sooner than later, as they left not too long after you guys left the castle. They'll just be a little bit lagging behind because of your crawler.
I mean, this seems relatively simple. We can wait on the other side for them. You two don't have a way to get over. Grunk, I'm pretty sure, can climb.
I actually do.
No, you
I actually
cannot.
can't get over. I have a second way of flying.
No, I'm sorry. My climbing ability is lost over the age.
I could have swore you had a climb speed.
No, wrong frog. Wrong frog.
Frog. How are you already dehydrated? We just stepped out of the vehicle.
5 o'clock
You see
was
him
10 hours
step
ago.
out and you just hear shh.
Like,
Your head
it's
needs
like
better
he's a
shit.
Dark Souls character who deactivated humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the fuck. It's like the sizzing of like freaking the armored titan is in my head right now. It just he hops out and all of a sudden like just his pores just open. You see like a. Along with his mouth going
Junior
open
just
for it.
starts looking up at the sky for a moment. What's that?
Is it a bird? Is it a
Swooping
plane?
down in a flourish, also putting the dog down right away. You hear a bark, and then, well, how do you land, both of you? And also, hello and welcome
So I never.
back and new. Welcome back, BruiserHawk, as Talon, and a
Lovely to be
new
back.
person, Luna, as Cadence. You introduce yourself and your
Hey, what's up, baby?
and your character. You can describe your character as they land.
I'll let Luna go first.
You go first? You go first.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I had a question about Bella because it says that they're large and muscular. Her weight and my like strength might kind of determine how I land.
You have higher strength than you realize. You have above average strength, technically.
Okay, so I can like
you could lift up your dog
comfortably.
comfortably.
Okay. So then I would probably like put it down, and then so I do I see them like when I go across? Do I see them across the fence, or did I come from the other way?
Oh, you came from above.
No, I mean like as in like the fence, like
you're on the side
looking-
of the fence that I put you on.
Oh yeah, but like hold on, let me see if they can... So like did I fly in from this way or did I fly in from this way?
You flew in from this way. And kind
Okay,
of
so I did see them.
Yeah. You were following
Okay.
behind them essentially.
Okay.
This is a vibe. We have 4 winged characters.
Burbs bird up.
Oh yeah, that's right, Junior has
right.
wings.
Then I'll probably land and make sure Bella's okay. Cast precipitation on her just in case. And I'll look around and like be like, Talon seems to have overshot it.
Right side of the fence. Anyways, I pick up Revian and I fly over the fence.
Linette will
What?
slightly lift her skirt and she will begin to jump and then step and then jump and then step as like reflections of like moonlit water fly upward and land just about right
Are you
in front
calling
of
me
this
inferior
curious-
indirectly?
I mean, you don't have a way of flying. So the real question is, what is Revian's preferred way of being carried by someone who can fly?
Just chuck him
Okay, so
over.
what is this wall here, this fence? How tall
This
is it?
is like the
20 feet.
iron wall that we put up to keep the Fae out.
It's 20 feet tall.
Technically, Grunk, you can just jump over it.
I can?
Impressive jumpers.
I mean,
you can
yeah.
jump.
I have that feature?
You can jump
Oh, yeah, I
exactly
do.
20 feet onto directly on top of the fence and then jump down.
I'll make...
You are correct. I don't want to waste a spell slot on this.
So how is he being carried?
Sister.
Why am I grouped with the wagon?
I'm
Why
just-
has it become a part of my body?
Me and this wagon, we're so tight.
Just a moment. How does... well, I know Cadence probably would have landed not long after, but... introduce your character and yourself as well.
Okay. I guess once everyone is the other side, she'll approach the group and she'll introduce herself. Greetings, my name is Cadence. I was summoned from beyond. I sense disturbance to the balance, and I've come to figure out what it is. Hello.
What
Just
balance?
See
Greetings.
again, Birdman with dog.
Greetings.
Oh yes, and Talon told me he had friends over here. So
Indeed, Cadence was talking about this unbalance, though. Cadence I have to get back into this character. Apologies. Talon notices that Cadence doesn't really go on her feet. So what unbalanced? Talon has no idea. But Cadence wants to come with Talon, so far be it from Talon to Bard Cadence from a good time.
Might as well help out. Cadence looks very bright in her appearance, almost angelic like. Her wings, that of like an angel. She wears robes that seem to have let's call it glimmers of celestial energy.
Ooh.
She wears a staff on her back and a rapier sheathed at her side. Make me a... Let's go with nature or history.
Who?
All of you, except, well, Talon, since you flew with her, she probably could have just told you what she is. So
Oh,
may not have
that's a Nash 20 right there.
It's a natural 20.
Okay, we start off real good.
Oh,
Starting off strong.
this is actually kind of funny, too.
Whoever has the no dice, I love that. Also, good thing Talon has glasses on, so he's not perturbed by this brightness. He can see through it.
Well, Grunk and Linette and Revian, you would recognize this race as a Asvarian. Revian, you remember having a few remnant Asvarians coming through and through. Not all of them very open with their wings, but you remember hearing about someone who most definitely didn't care. Guessing that might be the lady in front of you.
Wait, time out real quick. Did you say nature or history?
Either.
Oh, okay.
As Asvarians come from the land of the Scalic Dominion, or once the Oros dynasty, a created race for war. This one seems to be passive, comparatively.
She extends her hand and says, "Fixing the imbalance is precisely what brought me here. My name is Linette."
Pleasure. I think we'll get along quite well. And she'll bow.
We shall see. And she'll smile.
You also notice that she has pale features. Her hair almost a unnatural white, as well as her eyes being a pinkish hue.
Welcome to the club. A little bit of help cannot be...
Thank you.
Okay. Can always be appreciated.
Mhm.
Thank you for the welcome.
He tips his head.
Dehydrates more as steam leaves the hat.
Yeah, you see him, like, he looks like a normal frog, but with every step, you basically hear, like, when you put, like, a steak in a like really hot pan, you just hear...
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
He just sizzles away.
Though, as you introduce yourselves and eventually turning around to the sight behind you, you see combat. You'd assume it was more like a battle, but to be honest, this looks like a feast or a slaughter, comparatively. Chunks of pieces, body missing, with teeth marks, many mortal wounds. You also see bodies of strange, smaller humanoids with almost like, at first you think there's ash on the ground, but it is their wings. Almost like a very ashen, like, glow to them. Magical, in a way.
Ashen glow or bloat?
It looks like ash.
Okay.
But it's the way their feathers and stuff are colored.
Well, we're certainly dealing with demons here.
They look like very short, elven-like, but with razor-sharp teeth and eyes that are like, were they red, sis? These are the ones that were like cannibalistic of the Pharaoh.
Oh,
like red
they were
eyes,
the.
right?
I think they were the vampire ones,
Yeah,
or the
vampire.
undead ones. Can't remember. I have to look at it again.
That's okay.
They're like Underdark fairies, basically.
Yes. These ones, blood on their teeth. Some of them still have flesh chunks in their mouths, some of the bodies. But there are corpses of many different species around. And some strange ones as well. Ones you weren't expecting. There seems to be a few aberrant creatures that are also torn apart. Their bodies are much older than the rest of them.
You know, I thought this portal would be overrun once we got here. There's not a living soul remaining.
Tragedy.
This portal still hums and burrs light. On the other side of it, you see a ruined city cascaded in lights of many colors, almost like crystals reflecting light around. Empty streets. It seems like an empty city in darkness.
Well, Geronimo.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
What?
Hey, it's like
Oh, you guys would investigate the area before you jumped through.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Nah, I got it.
No.
Maybe I got it.
No. Hold on. Talon would be looking at this is like, do you think that we should investigate? Oh, he just went in.
Okay,
I'd
Revian.
I'd like to try to lasso Revian.
Okay.
Talon suggests that we should they just went in.
Give me an athletics check, Revian. You can do athletics or acrobatics to
Athletics,
dodge,
eh?
or you could accept it.
I'm fine. I got a good strength on me.
I saw it roll off of the 2.
I landed straight on 8.
It would have
18.
been funnier if it was the
Me.
2.
It would have been. Christ, Revian, why is your... Oh, wait.
Actually, who just rolled what?
I rolled a 13, he rolled a 31.
Let me see something. Am I able to
Oh,
do
that's
that?
right. You're wearing a belt of Storm Giant strength. So your strength
Indeed.
is 29 right now.
Oh, never mind then. There's no point in doing that.
Yeah.
You just...
I was gonna
That's
silver.
where
I was
my
gonna,
gold went.
Revian just slaps the lasso away.
Just like,
I was
no.
gonna silver barb that, but whatever.
You find yourself...
Just the black and white, no.
You find yourself within a underdark city. You hear nothing other than maybe a few drops of condensation hitting areas of puddles or something. Certain sounds of just echo through the city and the walls around. The stirring of small critters. Very faint.
I look back for the portal.
You see your friends.
I just like make the gif of the man with the fucking bag on his arm, just like looking around.
You turn, look at the other side of the portal, and you see your friends all standing there. One of them holding a lasso. The other ones all just kind of staring at you in surprise.
Hold still, damn it.
Maybe
Does he always do stuff like this?
Maybe
No, this is a
I-
new one for Talon.
Grunk,
I perhaps
investigation,
misunderstood.
please.
Sure do.
Everyone do investigation, or?
Oh, he's over by some bodies. He's not at the portal.
Oh,
Yeah, Grunk started investigating because
Yeah.
that seems like the good course of action.
See a few corpses in front of you. Some of them look like they come from the neighboring city, as you've seen some of their armor aesthetic. Seems like some soldiers were trying to fight here. You also see some lizardmen's bodies as well as some Yuan tea and other things. It seems the cannibals also tried to fight them back here too. That's what you find over here.
Can I like guesstimate what how long this was? Like when this happened, like from like the age of the blood, I guess, on the ground and stuff.
I was about to get to that. The Yuan tea and lizardmen bodies are a lot older. The Olma Unaranth bodies are much newer and fresher. It seems they may have sent a I guess a army up here to try and combat them, but it seems that they were quite slaughtered in the process.
Let me see.
Within
Revian.
the city, I move to try and get a better vantage point. Trying to find higher ground.
That's not too hard. You're right next to a wall.
So I just climbed a wall.
You could, yeah. It's not like impossible to climb.
Fair.
Especially with the type of with your athletics check, it would be quite easy.
Yeah.
If you don't now want it, that is. But there are towers, but you're not sure about the structural stability of the buildings here in the town. But you climb the wall and get pretty high up and sort of scan the city. This city looks like it's been torn through war and combat. You see many skeletons and armor still laying around as if defeated, untouched.
Dead in the streets. Are there any like active lights?
There are some sort of wisp-like floating orbs that do litter the city. Mostly on the streets, not so much in the side streets.
Very well.
You
I'll
don't
keep my position for now.
If you want to make me a perception check for me.
I can't promise anything good here.
That's okay.
Woo!
Decent.
It's better than nothing. That's really good, actually. Good roll. Alright, then 18, you check around and look around. There aren't very many things around this place. As quiet as it's been, it's not suspiciously quiet. It's dead. There is nothing around. You see once in a while maybe what looks to be some sort of deep core shadowy creature, or every once in a while maybe what looks to be a rat. You see roads or gates that lead to roads and stuff. The gates are torn inwards, but they lead into caverns that seem to go in multiple directions.
Linette will shout towards the portal. Perhaps I am mistaken, but I thought the goal was to close this portal.
I mean, we have to stop it from being opened on the other side.
Damn. I wish I was at the
What?
portal now so I could speak to you.
If
You're
you
technically right above Dela'Nova.
if you did that, then you would be trapped in there now.
Talon's all for, taking chances, but why not investigate before doing that?
Dela'Nova,
Should
you
we-
could technically relay this information up to Revian. If you're near the portal, you can hear them. It's warbled, but you can still understand your teammates.
Oh, so all they hear is blah, 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 blah.
Not
He's
exactly.
more,
It's
he's more going in to retrieve Revian.
oh, that's fair. Well, he's not really being stealthy about it. Even so, his passive is 12. Hi. One moment.
Maybe we should come back here and then discuss some more.
I think that is a splendid idea. Maybe investigate further?
Talon is with Cadence on this one. Let us investigate more. Rather that than go head deep into danger. Though it is tantalizing to think about.
After I've surveyed my surroundings, I do come back down this vantage point.
I'm back. Small thing. My auto mod is now actually catching the people that are trying to do cheap viewers on blank. It actually
Okay,
works now.
that's good.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Dela'Nova, you'll need to make a perception check. Well, actually, technically you don't. Technically, you did see him literally, like, walk around the portal, and you turn around to walk around the portal, and you just see a wall. And if you just probably just look up, you'll see him. You just see
I mean, I'm
Revian,
coming
like,
down
kind-
anyway, but
well,
yeah.
probably starting to come down, yeah.
Probably not a wise idea to just go out alone.
Don't worry, I got the mobility on me.
I
In
got
any
that
case-
bang on me.
This city is desolate.
Well,
I wouldn't say there's a soul here.
Does
Not
Talon hear
anymore.
that?
yeah, it's the shadow.
Although-
Ray.
We were supposed to meet with someone down here, but I don't see any heading. I don't see any camps in the distance. This is a lost cause.
Eh, perhaps a bit too soon to judge on that. Remember, these are the Shadow Fae. They
Mm-hmm.
don't exactly like the daylight.
Well, there's no daylight down here.
Usually no, but there's the giant open portal.
Well,
We're
the
not
portal-
here to close the portal.
Portal is giving off light, but it's more like ambient magic light.
If we close this portal, a new one is going to pop up elsewhere. We have to go straight to the source. And before that, we have to find this camp.
Does Talon hear this?
I suppose you can, since we are right next to the portal, right?
Mm. Technically, yes. Unfortunately, I don't have Speak with Dead, so we can't exactly ask the skeletons.
Does Talon hear that?
That was not in character.
Damn it. Okay.
Lynette's just constantly begging, hoping they notice.
Grunk, investigation.
Wait, Linette, do you also know Speak with Dead?
I talk with them a lot, but I
got
don't know what you
locate
mean
creature,
specifically.
clairvoyance,
Mm.
charm monster. I don't.
Pulls out his skull. Nah, I just talk to them.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Grunk with a 14. You find a strange skeletal body of an animal you have never seen before. Upon closer inspection of it, it seems to be more similar to some aberrant creatures you've run into before. Well, seen or read about, I guess, in technicality. But these ones, it's strange. It's as if they were wearing an outer shell, and you see a lot of Icarus blood around them almost perfectly, where it would leak out.
So would they have fought against the Shadow Fae or with them?
You're guessing based on the corpses. It seems that they were fighting, but it was more like self-defense. A lot of the aberrant-like or aberrant-adjacent things, even some of the humanoids seem to have some aberrant nature to them. They seem to have been fighting to live.
Yeah. Does the scorch marks on the other sides indicate that magic was involved in
Yes.
killing those? All right.
It seems that the Pharaoh also seem to have some casters under them, but there seemed to have been a caster or two with the aberrant creatures as well. Some of the scorch marks are scorching some of the Pharaoh, and they're just as old as the aberrant bodies. Some of the bodies are as old as the soldiers, and some of them are as old as the cannibals, but not as many. Seems the cannibals took a greater loss than any other.
Let's see.
Well, Ned's stubbornly gonna step into the portal and try to find Revian.
I mean, he
I'm right
stepped
here.
down, so they're both there.
Yeah.
She says, I don't mean to downplay your contributions, but we should really not make any rash decisions, and we might attract attention here. And if they spot that there are more survivors, a flood might run out of this portal, and I don't want that to happen.
You are correct. I am new to the whole adventuring thing. Still not my thing at all. Although, this portal is safe. And it was clearly safe from the beginning.
Was
The
that
bodies
before
from the
or
other
after you went
ones?
in?
Before.
So you knew that you were okay going in, you know.
Do you see any dangers around you? I would not suggest keeping your voice very high, although there may be dangers looming in the area.
Well, when you say do you see any dangers around, he does the Dark Knight Joker thing where he like looks around. He like Talon does not see, no.
You hear a
Except
few
maybe for the dead
crows
bodies.
caw.
I saw some indescribable floaty creatures above the buildings not so long ago.
The
Revian,
building's in there?
Something like that.
Talon
we
looks to the
can
left.
go.
Talon looks to the right. Callan says, "Oh,
We can discuss this and return to the portal later, but please, we are not finished.
All right. What do you suggest?
I suggest that you let me investigate and perhaps speak with some of the dead to see what we might expect.
Don't worry, I will keep you safe. What do you need?
I need you to stay with the group.
So we're not investigating in here.
Not yet. This will only take a few minutes.
Throw my hands and just walk back out the portal.
Alright. You whoosh back.
Linette is going to find a body that's not a cannibal and not an
Actually,
animal, obviously.
Okay, I actually need you to make me an Arcana check, Dela'Nova, Revian, Linette. As you three have walked through the portal back and forth each.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Linette +5, so that's 22. Dela'Nova, you did yours correctly. That's a nat 20. And that's a 32. Okay. All of you felt a strange feeling when walking through the portal. The strange feeling is that of unstable magic. The magic holding this portal together is very unstable. That, or it's been destabilized by the amount of bodies going in and out of it constantly. You're not sure how much power left this portal may have, or it might be the fact that the runes on it are quite old, especially are on both sides. On the inner side, they look a little bit more charged on the city side. But as you remember, UX said she activated the portal to escape her people who are chasing her. You're guessing it was those cannibal things. But what... Oh...
Talon did not go through
But
and went around.
this portal has been undisturbed for a very long time. Many decades, if not even a few centuries. You could... you're not sure how long it naturally has, but based on that knowledge, you guys could close the portal from this side by disrupting the runes on this side. Though, you're not sure what it would do on the opposite side, as it has way more charge. It might cause a shockwave. Actually, you guys did roll pretty high.
So
It more likely
my
would cause a
31
magical disturbance on the opposite side, causing some sort of magical, chaotic occurrence. You guys would be unaffected, but if you're on the other side, you'd be quite affected.
Okay. So with a 32, would I know what level of magic this is?
Could I detect magic this to see what it is?
Can I just do a check to see if I can figure anything else about it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Would that
yes
be-
to both?
You can...
Arcana?
Yep.
Was that also a yes to my detect magic thing?
Plus another 4. 19. Sorry, what?
Is that also a yes to the detect magic?
Yeah.
This button is cast spell. Right here.
Transmutation.
For me or for Cadence to know?
That's for you to know. That's what the portal is giving off. Transmutation, I'm pretty sure. Where's it? No, wait. Teleportation's
What?
conjuration, isn't it?
So it's
Yeah.
conjuration?
Yeah. Teleportation is conjuration. Sorry.
Then
my
I'll
bad.
probably go up to Rivian and go, if Talon may, Talon suspects that this is a conjuration spell.
Why, of course, it's a portal.
Well, isn't that the objective of this, to figure out what type of
It's
spell it is?
very old. Like, the magic itself and the runes are very old and hard to decipher, actually.
Ooh, wait a minute. I might have some.
I'm more so curious about who raised this portal in the first place, and why.
Yes, and we should not go back and forth through it too often. Going through it once was dangerous enough.
Don't know
Ooh,
how long it'll hold out.
Nikki, I have a question. You said there's runes on here, right?
Yeah.
If that is the case, Talon will say, Talon will try something.
Where's the
Please don't.
roomkeeper when you need them?
Comprehend languages. Do I know what they say now?
The spell doesn't decode secret messages. It's arcane sigil.
But I thought runes were also another language. That's why I tried.
Oh yeah, no.
No, doesn't work.
I did that.
Well,
I used
dang.
comprehend languages and touched runes on a wall before. That was fun.
Would I be able
I'm
to
not very
use
smart.
either my...
Dying it. I just
Yours.
wasted a level 1 spell.
Would I be able to use either the jewelers or smithing tools to reinforce the runes?
I cast Tony's number.
Technically, yes.
I don't like the sound of technically.
Well,
It's
you
a,
do that,
it's a,
though.
it's a,
Isn't the point to close this portal, not reinforce it?
The point
But
is
as
to make it
Revian said-
stable and deal with the Fae.
Yes, I'm not sure what exactly we're expecting to find, but to put an end to all portals would be preferable.
When we are done, we'll close the portal.
I know about the portals a little bit.
You do?
A
Do tell.
small amount.
This seems like very specific knowledge for you to just pull out of nowhere.
Well, this is the first time I've seen them. I've only read about them.
Talon needs to inquire what books you've been reading.
Old history and magic.
Talon
Based
will
on
read
Stella, you
my
really gotta
later.
find this boy some new books.
His mother's domain is a giant library. He has all the books he could ever want.
Because Junior isn't the smartest cookie, he's gonna get some of this information wrong. Just bear that in mind. Don't take everything he's about to say to heart. If I remember correctly, I think there was treaties or something signed by the nations on both sides to establish trade routes. So they set up these portals on every continent.
So they're set up, but Jukes activated them. That means they must have been deactivated for some reason. Why?
I have no idea. But he looks through the portal, but I have a inkling maybe the city not being around might have something to do with it.
We don't know if that was before or after. It seems there was a falling out at some point, though. It's not in our business.
No, different nation. Perhaps there is knowledge within this city that would give us some insight. Maybe like someone writing out like guard reports, or maybe the city doing, I don't know.
Well, if I can discern these runes, I can probably figure out the spell level used to cast this.
Maybe there's tax reports. Yeah, I think that's right.
If I had to guess, it was probably something similar to Gate.
Oh.
I meant to ask this earlier, but I was trying to find a body that doesn't look like a cannibal.
Hmm.
Oh, what are you looking for specifically? Sorry, Linette.
To find a body that does not look like a cannibal.
Okay, so one of the more humanoid bodies from like whatever.
Yeah.
Your neighboring nation that you're gonna annex soon. So you resurrect this body? Alright, he comes to life with necrotic energy. Yes.
The corpse reserves you lifelessly.
He sits up and looks towards you.
Hello. What are you doing here near this portal?
We were sent out to dispatch of the invaders.
What the invaders look like?
Fairies with razor-sharp teeth and horrific magic.
What was the last thing you remembered before you died?
There's too many of them. They just kept pouring out. We went into the portal as reconnaissance and got driven out. And then we were slaughtered.
How many of them?
Hundreds, maybe thousands. I couldn't count. They just poured out.
Can we seal this portal from the outside?
I don't know.
Rest well.
That was 5, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Alright, he falls out. He falls to the ground.
I may have fumbled my last question, but the danger is clear.
Linette, if you had any more questions, Talon could have just cast Speak with Dead as well.
If you wish, but find a different body, of course.
What
Finds a
is
bone
your
to play
favorite
with.
color?
Blue.
Oh, Cadence. As you walk up to that specific body, you see a body that is a little bit more aged, and seems like aberrant-like. But it has crystals bursting out of it.
Why she poached it?
Rent. Aberrant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. New word.
Strange blood-colored crystals just sort of bursting out of its body.
Mayhaps you found something, Cadence?
Curious about this crystal.
That is indeed a crystal.
Yes, I know. As in, why is it coming out of this body? Seems
Well-
odd to me.
We could always ask. As he's like smirks.
Nikki, can I do a check to see if I can figure it out before?
You can make me a Arcana check.
Bakugan Brawl. 9, stand.
Plus 4,
That was almost a 19.
17. Okay.
Wait, that's a 17?
Yes, because
They're supposed to be using their charisma.
they have proficiency. They're supposed to be using their charisma, but that's okay.
Okay.
I've just been
my
doing it in
bad.
my head.
Forgot to switch it.
This seems to be some sort of crystal magic. Now, crystalmancy magic hasn't been seen on Narikov in a very, very long time. Not since, well, the Crystal Wars. There are those that have such abilities, but a lot of it has been sort of lost over time. Though, seeing it now kind of gives shivers, which it probably means that the Fae that have invaded have knowledge of such magic. It is a very destructive magic, especially against those who are of magic users. Though, it can be combated against like other magic.
It would seem whoever attacked these people have a very powerful ancient magic to their control.
Oh, DM's gone.
I would imagine so. This threat, as I've heard it, was quite enormous. Cadence, you mentioned that you wanted to restore and balance. She looks kind of intrigued as she looks at you.
Yes, that's right.
Have you perhaps been sent by an Eden?
By what?
She is the goddess of balance.
I think they meant more or less like the name, because I think he kind of cut out.
Ninu is what she said.
Again.
Ninu.
Ninu, okay.
I just sensed disturbance in the balance and I followed it and it led me here.
You sensed it? Oh.
I just felt it.
I suppose it's difficult to describe.
Yeah, quite.
Well, I appreciate your assistance. And even though you haven't been sent directly, I have a feeling. And this may sound a bit presumptuous, but perhaps that feeling was in Ninu. And that she sent you here as a challenge to myself, because in a way we do seem like opposites, don't you know?
Just gonna look at Linette in surprise and say, "Oh, I didn't intend to start anything. I just wanted to track the disturbance I felt."
No. I'm just explaining that perhaps our meeting and our gathering was because of a higher source.
I definitely don't doubt that.
It will be a fun time to continue interacting with you. Sure.
Indeed. Though I do hope these interactions can be pleasant. I mean you no harm. Or anyone any harm for that matter.
Talon perks up. Well, Talon surely hopes not.
We can never be too sure.
Let Hop go.
But the goal will
Hop
always be
is,
balance.
Hop is next to them. Okay.
Yeah, Hop, the existing character in this campaign.
Oh, I know he was hopping around and investigating bodies and stuff.
Yes,
I
but
thought
I
you said
am Grunk.
Hawk. I thought you said Hawk for a second. I'm like, what'd I do?
Grunk.
Oh my god.
Did I say Hop?
Yes,
you said Hawk.
multiple times.
Don't say it, man.
It's gonna happen.
Not all
I'm
frogs
sorry.
look the same. Come on now.
Don't say
Yeah.
it, man.
I'm sorry.
That's my boy
but
Gronk. How do you not know?
That
Yeah, he literally just died. Come on.
It's like, but they're related.
How?
They are related.
Oh, never mind. I
In
retract
canon.
that. Oh, okay. Then I retract that then. I thought you were going to say all frogs related.
All frogs know each other. They have 500 cousins.
I mean,
That must
technically,
be
yes.
one great Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Golly, another expensive one. Jeez.
Gripply and Aquaddles have the highest birth rates.
Did
Yep.
you just say Grippleys?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his race.
That's the frogs.
Wow.
That's a frog
that is-
race.
That is amazing.
Been a while there, Hawk?
I actually never encountered the race. It's the D&D people I've been with is just like basic. I shouldn't say
never
basic. There's a
noticed,
mood druids.
Eh? You never
shouldn't
noticed
say-
the frog in our party. He's that small, eh?
Honestly, I just thought it was like a frog that was like to my hip.
He is. He's like 2'6".
Oh, then I'm correct.
Yeah, he is small.
I'm not saying like he was like, the size of my foot. Like, I know you got some size on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you still tried to ride Bella that one time at the battle, but I'm not gonna let you.
What I
Hey,
find
it
so
glorious.
funny.
It would have, but I want to guarantee that she'll be okay if that happens.
This party has a lot of like under 6 feet people, and then like, or is it like half and half? Half the party is kind of short, half the party is tall.
I mean,
How tall is
my
Linette?
character's like, oh yeah, actually, that's a good question.
You know, what you need is like 5 normal persons and just one small
Like-
person that's like the mascot.
I mean, my
5.5
character's like
foot.
my character's like 5'10",
Cadence is like the height of a teenager.
which is like what, 5'5",
Like 4'8", maybe, depending.
4'8". The
I'm
teenager.
me, Ariel. I'm only 5'2".
When you look up at a net whose hat is giving you shade.
Like, I guess that's relative to where you are, because like, I remember growing up, like the teenagers that my high school, the girls at least were like 5'2".
Well, I'm short, and I'm different than other girls, so.
Fair, yeah.
I'm
Everyone's different.
I'm short and I'm different.
Either Linette or Dela'Nova are the tallest.
I would
Is
think
he
Dela'Nova would be the
6'8"?
tall. Yeah,
His wings add like a couple more.
What am I?
We don't count those because it's
it's
Huh.
like, do you kind of
Also-
6'3".
like?
Also, the whole time Cadence is just like kind of like a little bit off the
Floating
ground.
around. I'm
Yeah, she's
floating
hovering.
around. I don't use my feet that often.
So then, wouldn't that make it you're like not 4'2"? You're actually like 4'3" because you're hovering.
No. Count my
Hey.
height because I'm hovering.
I mean, I
Do
don't
you
know how.
mean that if you lose your wings, you have to be wheelchair bound?
Oh, I knew
No,
someone was
I
gonna say
can
that.
walk.
I
She
knew
knows how to
someone was gonna-
walk. She just prefers to fly.
You're not used to walking your legs. You would just trip and fall and break them.
It was funny about that. I actually make a joke about that where like she skips like.
She doesn't need leg day. When she's at home, she walks. When she's at a home, or if it's like camp, she'll just walk around.
I don't
Or
think
inside-
she wants to step on blood.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Blood is kind of hard to get out of white clothes.
Not if you know precipitation.
Meanwhile, we have the opposite end of the spectrum, which is the Dragonborn not wearing any shoes.
Hey, Grunk is on the same level.
Yeah, well, you wear sandals. I think we've established this, or you like wrap your
got one
feet
question.
so that they don't.
No,
get-
that was only for the salt mine. He took them off. He's not wearing
What's
them.
a shirt?
Which
Something that
is
goes over your torso.
Oh yeah, because Revian
Never
doesn't
heard of
wear
it.
a shirt, just pants.
So a Sonic character.
Well, he has
I'm
like
he
ha-
could.
he has a belt, and like I'm pretty sure you. I think you're just wearing like leather van braces.
Does he just look like a wrestler with that belt?
I honestly
just
do,
won,
yeah.
Like, that just won like a championship.
We're gonna tell with the wrestlers.
Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, you look a little bit of a mix between young Seth Rollins and young Roman Reigns.
I don't know who any of those are.
They
I
are
mean-
in WWE, part of the
Oh.
Shield. Well, before
The
Shield
design
broke
was
up.
inspired by
Hey,
both Jizu from League of
Bruce.
Legends and Hanzo from Overwatch.
Hawk.
What's up?
I have had a player who is playing a professional wrestler as a character.
Oh, you got to tell me who it is.
Josh, Reyes, Josh Terry. He's his Reyes character, which is his profile picture. He wears an outlier
Josh.
mask.
You know,
I would have to see it.
It's pretty funny.
The hyena in our campaign, they wanted to go a wrestler if they didn't have to do a fighter.
I actually played a bard halfling that was a luchador called Sweet Puppy Sanchez.
Okay.
And then you
It-
threw in Final Fantasy 14.
Sweet Puppy Sanchez will be the hero that everyone will celebrate of the days go. And I show you that I'll be big superstar one day. Thank you for time.
That is really representing your heritage, Hawk.
For the
Slay.
weekend?
So Revian,
Yes, anyways, back to the story now.
I
Portal.
trust you over. I
Mm.
trust you overheard the conversation with the resting warrior over there. And how they only merely stepped through the portal before getting overrun.
Hmm.
Are you sure you want to risk that?
Let's rip the band-aid off.
I want you all to make me your choices of investigation or perception checks, please.
Question. With Bella having a 19 passive perception, would she see it?
Hmm?
Would passive perception work if it's something that's happening with hearing or scent? Because she has keen senses, and due to that, it gives her advantage perception. So that would make it a 19 passive perception.
Just switch my belly modifier for perception or the other one.
Just uses your wisdom.
That's what
Wisdom.
we're doing. Damn it!
That's not bad. Okay.
Would
This
Bella's
area is
pass-
very eerie in its vibes. You see a small encampment with palisades sort of cascading and blown up partially. You see a giant rock creating a crater that seems to be thrown with telekinesis. Or with great force. You don't think it was thrown with a trebuchet, is it the angle of it and the way it's landed and with force. You don't think it was made with proper gravity.
Fireball?
Oh no.
As well as you don't think there are any of the Fey creatures around this area right now. Based on the more fresher of corpses, they seem to have been driven out from this position. Okay.
So this is a vision, or do we see it something?
Based on where the bodies lead and everything, it seems that the Feyre were driven from this area and went somewhere else and are no longer around this portal.
Oh, I thought something was happening. Okay, never mind then.
Nope.
Okay.
This area is free to explore for right now. Probably, for the most part, pretty safe. But it seems you guys will be heading in a more southeastern direction now. The way the bodies lead It seems that they were driven out towards a sort of mountain-esque side.
So
You think they were
can't
driven
go around with
towards
a vehicle, it seems.
It seemed that they were driven towards one of the Maelstrom camps that were discovered.
Wait, let me see here actually. Let me just read this. What does this thing do here again? It has to be a creature shit. Does the wall go underground?
How would you know that?
Partly. Oh wait, with the wall? Do you mean... Oh, the wall? It goes partially into the ground, yes.
Okay. I suppose I could spend half an hour trying mold earth to make a tunnel underneath it.
You could.
Or
I guess I'll just start since I have nothing else to do.
What?
for what
Can you
reason?
please? I want you to explain your actions before doing them for once.
It ain't gonna happen.
See Revian just
I beg of
moving
you.
dirt around with magic,
Yeah.
I'm
You just
gonna
see
make
me
a
like
sandcastle.
shovel with magic.
basically.
I was gonna
Move
make
earth, aka magic shovel.
Yeah. Just like scoop up with my hands, just like make a mime gesture and like throw it over my shoulder.
This isn't a boulder, it's a rock.
Cadence, you come up to a body that seems to be, human-like, but it seems to have some aberrant features in it. The blood that comes out of it seems to be ichorous in nature and strange. This is the more intact of the aberrant creatures. Investigation.
Question: Is this dog actually here?
What?
That's a horse.
That's a horse.
Keep looking.
No.
The dog is eating the horse.
Yeah, that's not there.
Okay, good. Because about to say bells would be like intruder.
The only animals that are here are the crows and vultures.
I think I did the wrong roll.
No. Oh. No, you didn't do the wrong roll. Alright. So investigation. You find tattered. Ooh. You find a symbol upon one of their clothing articles of it looks like a circular snake eating its own tail.
We'll turn our nose up at it, but then just contemplate further what went down.
The symbol that you see sort of makes you angry in a way, but you quickly push it aside, ignore it. But some part of you feels like that symbol is not something great.
Can I further figure out what that symbol is?
Perhaps your teammates might be able to give you some insight.
Okay. She's going to raise her voice a little because she's kind of far away from everyone, and she's going to announce that she found a strange symbol on one of the corpses.
Oh, do tell.
She's going to point at it.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm just rolling investigation.
Grunk,
This time
Whoa.
history. You guys
Grunk
can
will look at it,
roll.
and I think he remembers that he saw that symbol before,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
but he can't quite remember what it was for.
It was in the trial chamber that Luke accidentally activated.
In the trial chamber that Luke activated?
Yeah, the pit with all the snakes.
Don't tell me anything yet. I'm reading something real quick.
Wait, I'm blanking. Where was this?
Sure, I'll use it on myself.
It was in the temple. It wasn't supposed to be there.
So it's a 13 now.
But I think I remember that you knew what it was for, right? Or Dela'Nova was, right?
Hmm?
I think Dela'Nova was the one that knew what that symbol was for. I think.
And no, it was Luke.
Oh, it was Luke.
Well, he ain't here.
Well,
Does a 13 tell me anything?
Mm-hmm. It's a very old symbol.
I don't know.
You think it represents an old kingdom.
Okay.
That's long past. Grunk. You recognize this symbol.
Mhm.
This is it used to represent a nation, but the way it's been portrayed isn't exactly right. It's different. You remember Luke mentioning something while you guys were within that temple, something about a group naming themselves the the Obsidian Assembly. A group that was sort of a secret organization under a former king.
Grunk will like stroke his non-existent beard, his chin that's almost not there.
Just rub your belly, man, okay?
Scratches the... It's
his underbite.
his under...
No,
Amazing.
but he will look at it. I remember. Wait, wrong voice. I remember that symbol, and we encountered it before in some weird ass temple. It's from like an old, like it's like resembling an old nation symbol, but they twisted it and they called themselves. What was the name again? Sorry.
Obsidian Assembly, kind of like a secret shadow society.
Yeah, they call themselves the Obsidian Assembly. It's like a shadow society. Like they act from the shadows and stuff. It's unusual to find them here. It was also unusual to find them in the temple that we were in. They seem to keep popping up.
So a kingdom that became a cult?
More like remnants of a kingdom that still wanted their king to have land and power. Revian, it does take you a while, but eventually you make a dugout underneath the gate, or well, bars.
Linette is watching, confused.
Yeah, walk on the other side.
No. You're walking out to the other side. Oh, you just made it so you could walk around.
Yeah.
You attempt to go in, but
And
it seems to be locked.
riveting up the wagon here.
Dela'Nova, what are you investigating? The rock.
Rock.
The crater is made. It either fell from a really far distance, but based on its size and everything, it wouldn't have made this big of a crater. Like if it was thrown from a trebuchet or something. Something manipulated this. Something caused this to crush faster and harder than it should. There are still partial cracks within the rock itself as well.
Meteor swarm. Ooh, 22.
Is Linette saying this right? He brought the whole carriage under the gate and threw it.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Why,
Oh, I said it was locked.
why?
Oh.
Well then.
Well, okay then. I guess
I
you
think
can.
Dela'Nova locked it on everyone.
Locked, you say, kicks it open.
So you just like hear a hollow like scream from the other side of the wall.
Yeah, the doors are locked. He has the fucking fob stone.
This was used. It seems the magic that was used with this was actually multiple types of magic. You believe it was held with telekinesis, and then gravity magic was used to smash it further into the ground, crushing whatever was underneath. You see Icarus paste sort of leaking from underneath it, probably to kill some of aberrant creatures. Seems these Pharaoh hold old magic that hasn't been used or seen in a very long time. Gravity magic, crystal magic, strange things.
Yes.
And my pretty rocks.
Is this green thing in front of my character anything relevant, or is this part of the map? Is this green thing in front of Talon anything relevant, or is it just like map thing?
Residue of the spell. It's like some sort of acidic webbing.
I don't think that will tell me a lot.
I just walk back into the place that we are here with the portal, start filling up the hole again.
Grunk would take like a little sample of the ichor.
Ooh. As you put it into a vial and you look at it, it almost moves while in the vial, you swear.
Can I make some kind of check on it to further investigate the ichor?
Yes, Arcana.
I love Arcana. Man, I roll like shit today.
What do you mean? That's an 18.
Yeah, because I have a +9.
I rolled
It
bad,
seems to be
rolls average.
living, this ichor. But even though living, it seems to be a dormant type of living. It wriggles and moves, but it has no parent. Perhaps the source of this strange liquid isn't around at the moment.
This will add to my collection. And he like pulls away his like he pulls out his belt that has like freaking a lot of freaking potions on it, and he just adds it to the belt.
Hopefully I don't
Is
drink
this
the
like
wrong
another-
one.
Is this another way that Gronk's just gonna become like Venom, and that's just the symbiote?
Hey, if you want to see something funny, look at my inventory and then look at consumables.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then scroll downwards.
What? Why? Huh? What? 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 Okay. That's
I am collecting.
how you not weighed down yet?
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Wait, that was in there. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Question. In front of my character, is it those like crystals or are those just like fiery debris? Like fire, like little pockets of fire after like a fire spell or something.
That pockets of fireball
Ah, okay.
or fire-based spells.
Gotcha. Ah, anything special about these two all the way over here?
They were going to be the next body to investigate.
Oh, we are? Ooh.
I mean, if you're there before me, by all means.
Well, I don't, like, we haven't done this part, so I'm just wondering if this is the body that, like, will continue the narrative or if someone else has another body to look at.
I was about to go to Cadence next.
Oh, go for it.
You find one of the bodies of the Pharaoh. This one has been defeated in a duel of sorts. Well, you thought at first. As the body next to it seems to have Icarus-like blood, like the others, and this one has puncture holes through it. Perhaps it was stabbed with either piercing tentacles or like shadow-like tendrils or something like that, or something of piercing nature, but it has many holes in it. And the mouth of this specific Pharaoh, it has black blood in its mouth, like the Icarus blood that you see on the ground.
So it definitely attacked the other corpse. One way or another, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Swoosh. Okay, I'm sorry, Luna, but it's in my mind, like when your character goes across the thing, I just get reminded of like the flying like races and like enemies in like Baldur's Gate 3 that have the flying animation. You're just doing that in my head.
And I mean, she is flying, so makes sense that that's what you'd be seeing, because that's what I've been seeing.
Okay, Talon.
Ease.
Make me a medicine check.
Let me look at a spell real quick. So, hold on. So it's a game mechanic question. If I use enhance ability that give me advantage on wisdom checks, does that mean medicine check would get advantage? I'm only asking that because my dyslexia is getting me very confused.
Pardon?
So, enhance ability, right?
Yeah.
If I cast that and use Owl's Wisdom, which gives me advantage on wisdom checks, would that give me advantage on the medicine check?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll just do that.
Okay.
This button. Let's do it at this one. I'm not really using those slots. Okay. And then the medicine with advantage. Well then.
Oh boy.
That's really funny.
Faintly.
If I didn't.
The elven corpse underneath the Pharaoh one seems to be still alive, though unconscious.
Oh, that's the case. A freaking Talon would be like, whoa. Okay. Talon will just like call over the ones saying, I believe Talon found someone who's alive. I will.
Grunk books it over.
I will cast.
I'm just gonna go.
Is this the one I think it is? I will cast Cure Lay Wounds.
Why is it taking so much damage?
Oh, because I'm just trying to add.
Oh, about to say, is he taking damage? I can be quick. Sure. Yeah, I
I'm
can
just trying
cast
to
it.
add blood to it.
I will.
Where's my macros?
Quick. Support dog, Bella, come here. Okay, heal.
There we go.
So that would be, yeah, okay. And then la boom.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You heal some of its wounds, and you hear its breathing start to sort of get a little more steady.
Can I help sit him up? Can I help him sit up?
Hmm?
The unconscious person we just found. If they regain conscious, can I help them sit up and just like support them?
Yeah, you can.
Also, is the
Break
other
them?
body on them?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll probably, for my sake, is the other one actually dead? Like,
Yes.
done? Okay, so then I'll probably move that body off of the living one.
Okay.
No, give him
Makes
more,
sense.
like, room to, like, breathe.
You lift the body off, and you hear stirring starting to happen as he starts to sort of awaken and fucking panics. He kind of like crawls backwards away from both of you, and like bumps into Grunk, and awkwardly, slowly puts his head around his shoulder and sees Grunk.
We mean you no
His-
harm.
His
Not
eyes
the first time that's happened. He
his
like tries to
eyes-
calm him down.
stop being frightened, and he's now has a look of confusion.
Frog in desert.
He takes he rubs his eyes and takes a better look at you both and sort of relaxes. Oh, I thought you were more of them. I'm sorry for my action.
To be fair, you didn't do anything to Talon.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It must be startling to have three, I guess, in your sense, two faces in your face the minute you open your eyes. But I promise you, we mean you no harm.
I at first only saw shapes with wings.
They are glorious, aren't they? And Talon looks at his wings.
So Cadence is gonna essentially land and fold her wings to be less to try and come off as less intimidating and more peaceful.
He watches you carefully, but he doesn't flinch. He looks around. Are you what's left of the dispatchment?
The dispatchment.
Negative.
Talon
We
does
just
not
arrived.
Talon has no recollection of that.
Then I am what is left. Hopefully they've driven the creatures out of this place.
Creatures of what variants?
Creatures that fight in the night time and eat while they fight.
So vampires.
He like then realizes and starts checking his body for bite marks. He's like, that creature bit me. Hope I'm not infected or anything.
Show me the bite mark.
You guys healed his wounds. There is no bite mark.
Oh, right.
Well then,
Well, Talon healed him.
I just tried to help an unconscious guy. Okay.
He sighs. and slowly starts standing up. The way he is, you don't see any, like, sheaths or anything that would indicate that he carries weapons. You see a few pouches along his belt. You see gauntlets that seem to be layered with metal, as well as spiked in some areas. And his also his greaves seem to be also spiked and made in a way of a monastic fighter.
That
Tells
means
me
a
that he's a
monk?
monk.
Yes.
I just said the same thing.
He pats Grunk's head and apologizes. I apologize for bumping into you.
It is no worries. It's not the first time it's happened.
Are you all that's here? He kind of scans the area around a little
We have
bit.
a few other people around, but they are passive like we are. The rest of our party.
Oh. Very well. I need to make my way back to the city.
Have care.
But
Were you part of the dispatchment that came at a later date?
we
After the portal opened?
We were sent, I don't know how long it's been, but we were sent out here to dispatch the creatures in their home turf. We went into the city. Platoon. Our whole platoon was slaughtered as partly while we were within the city. The rest of us ran to the portal thinking, hey, we'll just wait for them to come out and we'll gauntlet them, catch them off guard, ambush them. We were sorely wrong. They came out in droves, blasting magic as soon as they reached the portal.
And you were ambushed. What city do you hail from?
Oma Unaran, a city a little to the south.
What town of the city?
Yes, that is the neighboring city of the Nedoran Empire. They actually are currently under peace treaty. And slowly developing into a potential annex, like I said. They're currently going through some strife and they're probably going to need help. And the Nedoran Empire helping them kind of brings way to some things. But, he's gonna... well, take me to your, friends, I guess. I guess I could help out with explaining what has happened here.
That'd
At least
greatly
from
appreciated.
my partial recollection.
And Talon suggests you tread lightly. This terrain isn't good for steady footing, especially for someone who's, just came awake.
I don't even
Cadence
know how
will
I'm
help him.
still alive.
Combat, luck, take your pick. Divine intervention is always a favorite among a lot.
I think I may have been in and out of consciousness for a few days now.
Anything you've seen, perchance, when you were gained conscious with those episodes?
Well, partial waking up to my men being slaughtered, but I also did see the creatures leaving this area, heading towards the mountains. But I really think I should allow some more catch up with the others.
Grunk will offer him some of his rations, because he probably hasn't eaten in like 2-3 days.
He takes your ration, smiles. Thank you, sir.
Eat slowly.
So is he making his way to the rest of the party or is he leaving?
Yes, No, to the rest of the party.
Okay,
We're-
Cadence is
we're-
gonna help
oh.
him. Like, if he needs help walking, she's gonna be there and help him the whole time.
That's fair.
Helen
We
found
have-
a survivor.
He
Survivor.
looks up. No? Rare to see my kind out here.
It is rare. I really don't like the climate, but there's important work to be done.
How wrote me. These ones healed my wounds, saved me. I appreciate the help. I wish to divulge information, even though it may not be a lot. At least something. No one here really wears regalia from the Nedoran Empire other than Revian.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you won't know. I am Sergeant Dolores. I am one of the sergeants of my platoon. He looks around. That seems to be scattered around these battlegrounds. Sorry, my head is a little waving. Hmm. He finds a large rock sticking out of the ground and sits down on it. I'm sorry, I'm still recollecting my mind a little bit, but I have some information of what has happened here. I don't know exactly how many days have passed. I've been in and out of consciousness a lot.
Do we know what calendar day it is today? Or would that be because this is probably like a lore question. Does this world keep track of that?
I do.
Okay.
Just not, some nations do have calendars, but they're all very similar calendars anyways. They don't change days of the week or months names or anything. They do follow the same calendar. But they started counting New Year's after the calamity. Some still use the old counting that the Elder Elves started, but...
Do they use days
Mhm.
as well? So we would know what day in the calendar it is right now.
Yes.
Then Talon would probably ask him a question. Well, probably a good way to understand how long you've been out. What day were you sent out on this mission?
Well, hopefully it's still shy month.
Is it?
Yes. He explains it's probably they probably left mid-month. It is close to the it's still mid-month, but it's getting close to like the later end of the month. You're guessing he probably maybe has been there like half a week.
Okay. Talon thinks you've been here for half a week, then. If that is the case.
Hmm. Very well. That's not very good. But we were sent out here as a platoon force to drive back the Pharaoh, as we've gotten to know them. They have been dispatching a lot of the cannibals out here in the territory and started attacking farmers and things. We sent out a platoon force, which we thought was big enough to take them out, but our platoon is gone, as you see. Is the city clear?
This is the city that he came from, right? Or is he talking about the city in the portal?
In the portal.
To be fair, Talon does not know because Talon did not look in the portal yet.
Oh.
But
He
since a lot of
he will stand up and then get to one knee and bow. I'm sorry for my it is nice to see the Pharaoh-King.
Stand ready.
As I was telling your ambassadors, I was part of the platoon that was here to dispatch of the Pharaoh that came through the portal. We tried to fight them on their own turf, and they drove us out and slaughtered us all.
It's good to see someone survived. Although,
barely.
the city is desolate, to say the least. I don't see much in there, but there are some shifting shadows, gray and big. I do not recommend going back there.
Only we understood more about these portals and how they worked. Even our court mage has zero idea of where this portal
I echo
came
your
from.
sentiment.
Would it be enough if we simply shut this portal down from the inside and outside?
It's not going to solve anything.
Outside, great. Inside, Talon to ask how.
I think it would solve something.
Well, I'm sure.
It would close the
For a
door.
week.
Well, we'd have to destabilize the magic holding the portal's connection. But even that's just a theory our mage came up with.
Well, now that we're here, I feel like I can ask some help.
Whom is this mage you speak of?
And are they currently here? Around the bodies. No offense, of course.
They were not part of our forces. Oh god, I smell such good food coming right now.
Was that in character?
Out of character, I smell food.
That'd been really funny. That'd been really funny in character. Be like, who's cooking?
Schizo food is coming.
I have. She should still be at the city. But even so, I fear the worst for our city. If they're getting closer, I don't know if we can withstand it alone. We'd only be fighting on one front, and they could easily overwhelm us.
Do you believe this is everyone, or is there a source from within these caves? Will there be more, you think?
If you say the city is empty, no. the city was full of these creatures.
Huh. So they're looking to overtake Amur Umaranth.
Potentially, but they won't do it during the day.
I am going to call upon Aninu.
Who?
I said, ooh, one of the gods. God of balance.
Oh, divine intervention.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Roll them up.
Here we go.
3 off the bat. Come on. Yes, sir.
Yo.
That's 3, but times 2. Let's go. No, that's 3, but times 3. Let's go.
Oh, congratulations.
That's actually hilarious. You had to roll a 10 or lower.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why
Well,
she's the goat. The goat.
It's level or lower now.
Yeah, they're level 10.
Yep.
I don't know why I thought they were.
Did you forget to level yourself up?
She is going to dull her senses and concentrate on the words that she's about to say. And says, Goddess Aninu, you have sent me on this quest to deal with the source of the Pharaoh, the threat of alien darkness invading this continent disrupts the balance of everything. Now that we're here at the source, I would like to close it for good. Everything that makes this portal function must be disrupted so that our darkness and their darkness would remain theirs, ours alone.
I hear your plea. And the scales are imbalanced and need correction. Appropriate actions must be taken.
I shall do whatever it is in my power to help.
I can
my
shatter
magic.
this portal. And you take care of the invaders. I'm sure you and your friends can help.
We will not fail.
You see a wisp of white light and a wisp of almost like a dark light start to appear around the portal. And you watch as the portal starts to flicker with its magic. And you see it start to get smaller and smaller and then eventually close up.
So this was all in her head, or did she say these words out loud?
She was mumbling.
Okay, never mind.
The goddess's words were heard by you all.
Just not the response that Linette gave.
No.
At least for my character, because I'm like,
but you also watch as the edges of the portal, or the portal frame starts to crack and crumble.
the ones with the runes, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, now, Talon thinks that this is a job well done.
Now the rest is up to you all to restore the balance in these lands.
Thank you, Sky Goddess.
Dolores is looking around, confused. What was that voice I just heard? Balance. What?
I'm so glad you all heard her too. She is what guides me.
Not a dual moment around us,
he,
Dolores.
he leans over to Talon. Is this one guided by a god?
Well, to be fair, Talon is also technically guided by a god as well, so... Yes.
Believe it or not, I have seen God. He walks among thee.
Talon
Well,
looks
mostly he just guides Dela'Nova, but yeah.
Grunk will look over to Linette and say, "You have a strong connection to your god."
I cherish it more
impressed.
than anything else.
And then he will mumble to himself, "So that's why my grandson is trying to get on the good side of God. Maybe I should do that too." But nobody hears that. He's just...
Have you found God?
Don't mess with me. Have God and anime on my side.
The portal is disrupted, and we must be ready to face anything that might come through.
You see, Talon wasn't really joking when he said divine intervention to you now, Dolores. Gods work in mysterious ways. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. Sometimes we will call them, sometimes go straight to voicemail. We don't know.
So out of character, what's
That
going
was-
to happen is this portal will begin to close, but it will probably be nighttime and we'll be forced to deal with some threats before it finally closes.
We'll wear that mic.
Question, how would you know that? If it's who I think just spoke, because I'm not looking at the chat.
That's just me guessing.
Context. Okay. I'm about to say, like, were you DM something from the goddess that we didn't know about? It's like, oh, okay.
Well, that's what clerics are. They get DMs from the god.
Oh, yeah, fair, yeah.
What?
I should know.
Why is Dela'Nova casting daylight?
I'm not.
Brother, do you not see that thing above us?
No. If they're going to try and rush the portal, we simply cast that on the other side of the portal.
Ah, like they're like gnomes.
Oh,
Well, they
if they're
hate
on the-
sunlight.
Throwing gnomes.
They hate sunlight. So if we go on their side of the portal and create a 60-foot sphere of sunlight, they're not going to rush the portal.
Right, because I think there's grass out there and they don't want to touch it.
No, it's more like they die if they touch sunlight.
But
Flashlight kill.
It's literally a fucking bug zapper.
Oh,
Or we wait for it to get dark here, they try and rush out, and then immediately cast it, and they run into the bug zapper because they have nowhere else to go.
is this in character or out character?
Yes.
Doesn't answer my question, buddy.
Yes.
it does.
Yeah, could you clarify what Ninu's interference did?
She destroyed the portal. It can't be activated from either side anymore until
Oh, so
you
we don't need to-
rebuild the
There
portal.
we go. There you go.
Which
Word up.
you would have to find outside interference to be able to tell you how that portal works. But technically, UX is that outer knowledge. She knows how the portals works. She activated it already.
What this button do?
It could probably be repurposed into a portal somewhere along the continent and maybe be useful in some way, but I think Linette's motivation is to prevent any sort of alien darkness to overwhelm and cowardly attack citizens.
Grunk will
They
say,
attacked without prejudice. They just ate through magic, swords, and other things.
Well,
They had
no more.
not a care for their own lives or the lives of their comrades, even misfiring their spells into groups of enemies that also still had groups of their own kin within.
So belligerent.
ruthless.
They did not belong here. That much is true.
Yeah, judging by the story, they were horrible in combat then.
They
Tactical
may
wise,
be
at least.
tactically bad, but they attack fast and in groups. Hard to be. They swarm a lot, but like I said, they're reckless.
Well, with the reckless, that means they're going to slip up at one point. Would they not? Maybe in that slip up, we take advantage.
Yes.
But
Perhaps.
first, we have to locate.
Yes. Would you
Well,
be able
Talon-
to help us, King, in our time of need?
As much as we can.
Talon does not see any reason not to. It would be fun. Isn't that right, Bella? Bork.
Bark, bark, Borka.
Is she just precious? Cast prestidigitation on her just to make sure she doesn't have any.
Totally hasn't been
Yeah.
rolling around in the damp sand.
Well, also there's blood everywhere.
Hence, damp sand.
Gotta make sure my baby's prim and presentable. Just like how her father is. Don't all look at the abs at once, no.
While we're? Is Wawar here?
War?
Revian.
Revian, you there, dog?
Oh no, did he die?
I thought I heard someone say like be right back.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought I heard someone like mute their mic.
Makes sense. Okay, so they'll be temporarily unavailable to answer Dolores' question. I don't know how long we have until the city is attacked, but if we attack them from a different front, from behind, I think the city may have a chance.
What do you propose this location be?
They fled to the mountains to the southeast, which is a little north of the city. They're probably staging their attack to hit the northern side of the city, so we attack from the north. Pincer them in. But I don't know how much forces they have versus how many forces your king can provide. And I don't know if you all are even enough. You might be, though. You all seem more capable than some of my soldiers. And not all my soldiers even knew magic. But I guess even having someone with the gods' protections on them, I think we will be okay. At least somewhat.
We shall.
See, that's the spirit. Positivity.
There are still some things I would like to know. For instance, just going to look at Cadence.
Luna.
I'm here.
She's going to smile and say, "Do I frighten you, dear?"
I didn't realize my mic was muted.
Ah.
Sorry, what did you say?
She's smiling and says, "Do I frighten you, dear?"
Frightened? No, I just got here.
So you are untrusting.
I wouldn't say I'm untrusting. You just don't know me.
Do I
Maybe I
even know me?
misunderstood.
Sorry.
You seemed to bring a radiance that makes yourself quite clear. In fact, I even saw you use your radiant light to ail those who need it. So what do you say about me, who's enshrouded in
say-
darkness?
You are a very powerful cleric who is devoted to their goddess.
And you are not.
Well, I'm not a cleric. I'm a divine soul sorcerer.
Oh. Is that different?
I know healing spells as well as fighting spells. I'm proficient with a rapier or scimitar.
And you don't know where you awakened to such power?
I was just born
Hmm?
with it.
How interesting.
As most sorcerers are, they're born with their magical abilities. They have to learn to hone them, otherwise they'll get destroyed by their own magic.
Still, magic like that makes me feel like there's still a divine purpose that hasn't been told to you, or that you haven't discovered.
There's a lot I must discover. I am quite young, to be honest. As I said earlier, I sensed a disturbance in the balance and I followed it and it led me here.
Well, we shall see if that is divine will or not. But I have a funny feeling that you will be crucial to our journey. If you would like to stay, of course.
I was actually just thinking about asking if I may join you.
Oh, it would be such a wonderful conclusion.
And if there's no one against it, I shall join you.
Talon puts his hand together, going, "Fun! We have a new friend." Oh, you're gonna love the kingdom.
You will get to know us all individually soon enough. But please be reassured that the darkness that enshrouds me is for everyone's protection and nothing more.
Of course, I do
People-
not fear the darkness. It is a part of balance.
Exactly. And people often do, so I must. Also, people tell me that creepy, which I'm not sure how to tear that bizarre.
I wouldn't say you
This is
creepy.
just how I talk.
I'd say you are a mysterious beauty. Anyone who calls you creepy is afraid of balance, and they should not fear the darkness. But you are not creepy. You are a mysterious beauty.
Linette, darling, you're far from creepy.
And you are an angelic kind likewise. But I appreciate something.
Teammates getting
many-
along. Talon could cry.
The many lanterns that are in her hat seem to grow just a tiny bit brighter. And then she'll turn away.
Aw, look at that, Cadence. You've already made a new friend.
I wasn't intentionally making friends. I'm just being polite.
Polite can lead a long way to being friends.
I guess.
Oh, someone left. Oh, Soviet left.
I think so. Or I think Soviet's internet died.
Wah, wah, wah.
But that
Well, Soviet put in the chat that they gotta get going. So.
Ah, Soviet.
Oh, whoops.
Gotcha. I didn't see that.
where?
In the
Oh,
found
game
rate.
right. He has to get going for work because it's near that.
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's about that time.
Yeah.
Does that mean we wrap it up or we keep going?
But we can wrap it up a little bit.
I'm good either way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Though,
I guess.
some minor things. Although it is getting late, I wouldn't recommend resting out in the open.
Do you have a place in mind?
No exact places, just somewhere where we're not exposed. Though I will say they don't like being near that fence. Even during combats, when some of our men would lean up against it, they'd refuse to even bother them. That's how some of the men probably got away.
I do have an idea. I have a spell in mind.
Ooh, do tell.
It is something that I wanted to cast before, but we were always traveling in that carriage there. I'd always found towns with tents in them, but
Is this Lehman's Silent Hut?
when I'm in the forest with my wonderful spirit friends, I often develop a tiny little hut.
Yes! I love the spell. So good. So many memories.
I believe we can all fit. It might be a bit cramped.
Oh,
Yeah, you all could fit.
it's like a Tetris.
In technicality, you all can fit within. I think it literally can fit 9 creatures.
What's ever gonna fit?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? Right. 5.
What 10?
Oh, bird.
Bird may have
Bird stays.
Bird may
Bird
have to
stays
be
outside.
Yeah, bird may have to be looked out. But other than that, you all can fit in it. Alright, with that, they go to rest as we're well into today's session. Thank you all for joining us for today's session of Pharaoh-King's Blade. I'm actually going to edit the side card there because some of the players on there are no longer playing anymore. And now I gotta add the ones that are now playing. Anyways. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for the follows, the gifted subs, the resubs, all the support you give me and my players. Really appreciate it all. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.